when you want solution under your conditions, you are nothing more than Arjuna. You will have only more and more confusion. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. That's why they call Arjuna's confusion. There are only two kinds of seekers, Arjuna type and Devi type, that's all. No other type. Only two types of seekers, Arjuna type and Devi type. People come and tell me their problem and they don't let my intelligence work on their problem. They themselves give the solution and they just want my support. They just tell me, give me your Shakti, not your solutions. They come and tell me, I have a problem with my husband, Swamiji. And the next sentence they themselves make, please see that he comes and stays with me, he listens to my words, he obeys me. They never even let me advise them. Why don't you? You see, if they just opened up the problem and say, I have some problem with my husband, I would have advised them. I would have really seen the problem, looked into the problem, and I would have given something, total solution or dissolving the problem. Dissolving the problem would have happened. But generally, what they do not want to dissolve the problem. They just want only the support. They want me to act as they want. They want me to give the energy for what they want. That's all, nothing else. If they are open and surrender, I will just look into the problem. Sometimes we also do mistakes. So, some right advice or idea should have, or right intelligence should have happened to you. There is every possibility you will transform. But they do not want all those things. They want ready-made. Ready-made replies. People are actually afraid. I may directly point that the problem is in your side only. That is why before I start speaking, they give me the solution. Don't speak much, Swamiji. Listen here, this is my problem. I have no other way I have come, that is okay. But don't talk much. This is what I want. Tell only this much. Tell only this much. This is what I call intellect. Putting the question along with a small bracket. Along with a small bracket. I want only this type of solution. If you can, give me, otherwise keep quiet. Now exactly that is what you mean. I am clearly verbalizing it. You are not verbalizing it out of politeness. I am verbalizing it. When Arjuna asked Krishna, putting all his questions and asking, oh Krishna, answer my questions. It means what? Arjuna knows if Krishna gives answers, his problems will be solved. He never understood his problem is much deeper than question answer session. No problem can be solved by question answer session. It can be solved only by experience. But Arjuna thinks all his problems are just intellectual. So it will be solved by answers. That is why he gives a suggestion to Krishna. After putting the problem, he makes a small bracket. Answer my questions. Means what? He says, I know the solution, you just do as I say. You just act as I say. I'll take care. But here Devi says, let my doubts be cleared. I can't say, answer my questions. Or, don't answer my questions. I do not know what you will do. That is up to you. This is the problem I have. I am surrendering it. Please take care. Devi trusts Shiva has got Shakti and Buddhi. But usually we only think, we trust God has got Shakti, but never we think God has got Buddhi also. As long as you want God to act as you want, what it means? I know you have Shakti, but do as I say. Don't do on your own. What do you mean when you ask God, oh God, give me this, give me that? When you ask God, give me 1 crore rupees so that I will have big car, big house. You say, you know God has got power, that is why you pray, otherwise you will not pray. You know that He has got Shakti. You are ready to believe He has got Shakti, but you are not ready to believe He has got Buddhi. That is why you go on pestering Him. Give, give, give. Why do you continuously ask? Because you believe He has got Shakti, but not Buddhi. So Arjuna also is not ready to believe Krishna has got Buddhi. That is why he says, please answer my questions. The moment you say the word answer my questions, you show very clearly your arrogance, your ignorance. Ignorance can never be healed. Innocence can be healed. The man who is innocent, he can achieve. Ignorance is a cunning game. In ignorance, you think you know the solution. You only want the person to act as you want. Beautiful story. There is a beautiful story in Mahabharata. Before the war starts, Duryodhana and Dharmaraja, both of them are going to the Krishna's palace to seek help from Krishna, because both are relatives of Krishna. Both of them want Krishna's help. One representative of Pandavas and one representative of Kauravas. Both these guys are going. Krishna was sleeping. The Pandavas representative, he goes and sits at the feet of Krishna. The Kauravas representative, he goes and sits near the head of Krishna. The moment Krishna opens his eyes, he sees the person who is sitting at the feet. He talks to them, how are you? When did you come? What for you came? The guy says, I have come to have your help. He says, surely I will do, don't worry. Then he turns and sees the other guy. He is also waiting. He also asked, I want your help. Then he says, surely I will do, don't worry. Now he asked, I will be in one side, my powers, my force, my army, my ministers, my country, my whole thing will be in the other side. I will be in one side and my army will be in the other side. My powers will be in the other side. Which one you want? The Kauravas representative thought, let us have Shakti. Let us have Shakti. Pandavas representative, he thought, let us have Buddhi. Let us have Buddhi. Who won the war, you know. The man who chose the Buddhi, man who trusted God has got Buddhi, won the war, won the game. If you trust he has got only Shakti, you will never win the life. The moment you trust he has got Buddhi also, you surrender. Only then things can start happening. As long as you think, yes, only Shakti, but not Buddhi, you will never achieve in the life. You will not achieve anything in the life. When you start believing he has got Shakti, religion starts. When you start believing he has got Buddhi, spirituality starts. When you start believing he has got Shakti, religion starts. You start doing puja. You start pampering him. You start doing all possible things. Why? So that you can have. You just continuously bribe him. So that you can have what you want. All your pujas done with sankalpa is nothing but bribing. Why do you go and tell your name in front of God? He doesn't know your name. Doesn't know your name. You go to temple and you tell not only your name, your father's name, your forefather's name, your gotra. And not only that, in that Sankalpa they describe Bharadavarshe, Bharadakande. Means what? They describe, even geographically they say where we are. Even we know where we are. God doesn't know where He is or where we are. We describe everything in a detailed way. Why? Please don't give the boons to somebody else. I am doing puja. Send the courier properly to my address. Courier should not reach somebody else's address. Note down the address properly. Be very clear. Listen here. You give a clear pin code address. STD, phone number, email, website address, everything. Why? You do not want the courier parcel to reach to somebody else. You are afraid that your parcel will, that the boons which is supposed to come to you will reach somewhere else. All your pujas, all your bribing techniques proves very clearly your arrogance, which again and again says God has got Shakti, not Buddhi. I went to Arunachala temple this time. Before doing the Abhishekam, on my Janma Nakshatra day we went, before doing the Abhishekam, the priest, because he knows my name, he started doing the Sankalpa. Sri Nityananda Swami or something. I said, stop. And he was very proud that he has made Sankalpa without asking me the name. Because that is a Janma Nakshatra. He knows the Nakshatra of that day. Chitra Nakshatra. So he knows the Nakshatra. So he thought, if I just make, he will be very happy. That already he knows all the detail. But I told him, stop. He was just shocked. Yes, why Swami? We don't make Sankalpas in our name. We make only in the name of Guru Parampara. If you want any name, use the name of Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi. Always, if you come with me to any temples, you can see. Anywhere, Sankalpa means I tell Ramakrishna, Sharada Devi. That's all. Why do you give your detailed address, Gotra, Nakshatra, everything? Because you think he has got Shakti, not Buddhi. That is why you want your whole name, your father's name, your forefather's name. But now they are coming out with a detailed research. Pregnancy is totally independent, they say. Now they are coming with a lot of researches. And Tantra declares this thousands of years ago. Pregnancy is totally independent. Totally independent. Of course, it is just shaking the root of medical world. Medical world. Anyhow, once we enter into the Tantra, I'll explain. Only then you will be able to understand. But we go on repeating in front of him father's name, forefather's name, and his father's name, and the Gotra, Kula, Nakshatra, everything. It shows very clearly. You believe he has got Shakti, but you don't believe he has got Buddhi. and this temple respect. That's also one more big problem. And people believe if the garland which is offered on the kalasha, if it is offered on your head, only then you get the power. The water which was in the kalasha, if it is sprinkled on your head, only then you get blessing. Otherwise, God doesn't know that you have come and gone. And there is one more thing, habit. They go to the Sandeswara temple and they register their name that I have come, please note down. And tell Shiva afterwards that I have come and gone. Because it is too crowded, he might not have noticed me. So please remind him that I came and went. Please see that he takes care of me. I have seen few people, they will come and have the healing. And then later on they will go and tell Pranayappan, please remind Swamiji about this problem. And they are not ready to believe that I will solve the problem. They would have told me, I would have given them the assurance or some word, I will take care, don't worry, later on I will see, I will tell you when to do. But they are not ready to relax. What they will do? They will go to Pranayappan and tell, Pranayappan, please remind Swamiji. See, actually, if you have not told me any, asking Pranayappan is nothing wrong. But I have seen many people, after me assuring them also, they will go and tell Pranayappan, please remind Swamiji. Please remind Swamiji. That is what going to Sandeswara and telling, please remind Shiva. Please remind Shiva. You don't believe that God will take care. You wanted some more support. You believe he has got Shakti, but you don't believe he has got Buddhi. When you believe he has got Shakti, the religion starts. When you believe he has got Buddhi, the spirituality starts. Tantra is for the people who are spiritual, not for the people who are religious. That is why then he starts with a beautiful word, let my doubts be cleared. This shows a deep surrenderfulness of Devi. Deep, passive waiting without knowing what is going to happen is what is passive surrender. That is what I call passive surrender. Total surrender. A deep waiting. Actually, the moment you decide I will wait forever, simply things starts happening.